Hey guys, welcome to another bonus episode of Let's Play Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. This is actually kind of really dated video. I recorded this video back when Tourney Mode was just announced, and that was about, I want to say back in July, if I remember correctly. I actually know it was not in July, it was around, yeah, whenever 1.1 patch came out. That was a long time ago. That was when they started giving you free stages as DLC, along with the new costumes of King K. Rool, Lloyd Irving, Chrom, the Black Knight, and all that other stuff, and Samus costume and all that other stuff. This is back when update 1.1 came out. There has been a new mode that was added to this game. And I kind of wanted to show it off because, well, it's a new mode. I haven't really shown this off yet. So this is Tourney Mode. This is my first attempt at Tourney Mode back when this update came out. I think this update came out in sometime around August, I think, if I remember correctly. It wasn't July. July was too long ago. I keep forgetting because, like, time I'm recording this is middle of October. I was just like, holy crap, this has really been dated sitting in the wall. I just now got around to it, and I'm sorry about that. But if you come on to online, you can go to Tourney Mode. Now, if you're familiar with Super Smash Bros. Melee and Super Smash Bros. Brawl, they had a Tourney Mode too, but it was offline. You could do this offline. This is the only little gripe I have. Well, I have a lot of gripes with this. Compete with the groups of players on the internet. Don't stop until you're number one. There are tourneys where you can compete for the most points in which you win as many matches as you can. Check out recommended tourneys and search the tourneys to join. If nothing appears to you, you can always make your own. You can check tourneys be entered by looking at the current tourneys. Choose battle and get started. The tourney ends when the end conditions are met and the time runs out, and then you can find out who's the real victor. Okay, so pretty much Tourney Mode is like Tourney Mode in Super Smash Bros. Melee and Brawl. Problem with this is it's all online, and this is one of the many problems I have with this mode, and you'll kind of see my frustrations with it a little bit. I had a lot of headaches trying to go through this mode, and I didn't really like it too much. I know that they probably fixed it a little bit by then, but it's still kind of broken in my opinion. I don't really like this mode as much as the other modes from the previous games. But pretty much, the biggest thing I have with it is the fact that it's only online. You can't do offline tourney modes, and it kind of stinks. But you go into these tourneys by looking around and, finding a tourney that might suit you, and you can kind of join that tourney and wait until the person kind of, accepts the tourney and everything. And then you can jump in and everything and just wait until it says that. You have to wait a while. Well, some of these tourneys you have to sit here and you have to wait a good 60 minutes. And I'm like, I could have been playing for glory mode for all I matter. It's like, this is nice and all that other stuff. But honestly, it's just like, I'd rather not wait. I don't want to wait an eternity just to play a tournament. But I actually managed to get into one of the tourneys here, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at it and see what it is. Now, I went ahead and chose my character, my stage, and then I went into this, this training room, and you have to sit there and you have to wait for other members to come in. That was a grand total of 5 minutes I was waiting. I cut all that loading time out, so we're going to go straight into my first tourney match here. We have a Link and a Palutena. Now you can kind of set the requirements for the tourney, but from what I've seen, they are all two stock battles and all this other stuff, and you don't get very much time. And that's another little complaint I have with this tourney mode is the time limit that they have for these tourneys are really not forgiving, and you actually run out the timer more than you do actually finishing the Smash fight. I'm using Mewtwo because Mewtwo is actually becoming one of my favorite characters to use in this game. but honestly, it's really annoying having to get so good and get so close to actually winning, and then the timer runs out, and what they base it on is, you know, KOs and all that other stuff, and time limit and everything. Well, that's pretty much it. I know that they fixed Tourney Mode a little bit since, you know, I've recorded this. I recorded this right when Tourney Mode first came out, and that's pretty much it. But we got this Palutena. This Palutena is actually really good, and I was like, holy crap. See, I was the first one that was knocked out of the tourney already, so that's pretty much it. And like I said, this Palutena was kicking everyone's butt. Like so. There we go. I lost my first tourney to Palutena. And the long load times is normal. But there we go. That was the first tourney. Now, when you lose a tournament, and one thing that kind of irritates me a little bit about this is just you can't. I don't know if am I doing this wrong or anything. I actually just got flat out booted out of it. So that's pretty much what happened whenever you lose a tourney right here in this mode here. You can actually go into a different mode. This is actually segmented. Tourney mode is kind of like segmented into two sections. You got the standard, you can go look up and find people who are hosting tournaments and stuff like that, but you can also go into, you know, another form of tourney, which is, I think it's called ranked mode. But I'm just sitting here waiting for this loading screen to go by, and I'll go ahead and explain that. And I had an error code. This is why I was having this. I did get a milestone, though. It says took part in a tourney for the first time, so we did get that. I think, if I remember correctly, tourney was still having a bunch of bugs ironed out. That's why I got booted out the first time. If I remember correctly, that was it. I had a lot of friends that were playing the tourney mode, and they had network issues here, too. But you can actually go to the regular tournament mode right here. By clicking this button, it says replay data for this tourney will automatically be updated, yada yada yada. I don't really care about that. Let's go into regular tourney mode. It says test your skills at tourney up to 64 players. May the best fighter win. A range of tourneys will happen on a regular basis. All you have to do is pick one that you like and sign up. There's no sudden death in regular tourney. In the event of a tie, the match goes to the more active player. Even when you lose, you can keep up with the action by watching replays of the other matches in spectator mode. Now that right there was my biggest complaint. In other tourney modes, in other tourney modes in the previous games, you can still watch the tournament keep going on after you've lost, and you can keep watching it going on in its full entirety and everything. This one, from the sounds of it, is if you lose, all you can do is just watch the replays of the other players' fights. You can't continue watching the tournament. It's just like spectating the whole entire tournament. I can't seem to find a way to do it. I think there might be another way. I think it's mostly most of my problems with tourney mode is, in fact, you know, me not being able to understand how to operate it. Maybe there is something that I can really, you know, say. Maybe there is something I'm missing here, and that's the reason why I can't find it. But we're going to go ahead and join this tourney real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and use Samus. But I went ahead and, you know, that was another 5 minutes I had to sit down and wait in the loading screen, so I cut that part out. But now, if we kind of hear it says, tourney, no assists, small, time. So this is kind of a small tournament. It has no items and no assists. Now, in this tournament, I had my friend Sonic Ghost 64 join me in the tournament for this one, because he when I told him I was recording footage for the tourney, he wanted to kind of go in and see if he can try to go as far as we can, and maybe we could get footage of it, but it didn't really work out. Like, after I played this mode, I wasn't happy. I was really kind of rather annoyed and angry than I was, happy. I didn't really care for this mode too much, and I know I'm really sounding apathetic about it. It's just, it bothers me because I love Tourney Mode in Melee and Brawl, but I just felt like this is the really bad neutered version of that. What that is in this version. They screwed up really bad with this, in my opinion. But I think they fixed it since then. I haven't checked it back then because I was really kind of upset. But now we're doing it 4-on-4 right now. I'm Samus, and Sonic Ghost is Samus. We're fighting a Zero Suit Samus and a Shulk. We have 3 Samuses and a Shulk. 3 Samuses and a Shulk. But I'm on Windy Hill Zone. I think I chose this one. But that's pretty much my thing with Tourney Mode is you have two different modes of Tourney Mode, and it's pretty much just you could host your own, which you can invite your friends to. Then you can have the regular Tourney Mode, which you just join active Tourney modes of big tourneys that are going on at the moment. Like if I remember correctly, when this mode first came out, there's a channel I usually watch. It's called Game Explain and Brain Scratch Commentaries. Both of those channels held their own tourney for regular Tourney Mode, which had like 64 of their viewers can go and join in that tournament. And they managed to make it work, and all the more power to them. It's just like, I think it's mostly for a lot of other things with Tourney Mode and it being only online, it bothers me a little bit that it is, because I'm so used to Melee and Brawl having, offline Tourney modes, and I'm not used to Tourney Mode being even online. I don't even remember if Tourney Mode was even online. In Brawl, that is, but I don't know. I just wish that if they wanted to have Tourney Mode in online, that's fine. But I just wish that they did have Tourney Mode for offline, because I do have friends that I play this game, and I do enjoy having Tourney and every now and then. I remember back in the day when that's all we would play in Smash Brothers is Tourney. In Melee days, I used to do that a lot with my friends, but I don't really do that as much anymore, and that kind of bothers me that this is the only way I can really play Tourney Mode now. But it might change. We still have a couple of updates from now on. Since this video, the Smash Brothers ballot has closed, and they are working on the next DLC character for Smash Brothers based on the ballot, so we'll be able to see so. And this is what I'm talking about. These are all time battles, and it's just like, why don't we have Stalk? I don't understand why this was set up as a time battle. I usually liked Stalk rather than time battles. And sure enough, Lester actually beat me. Sonic Ghost actually won this tournament. I was actually in second. I was so close to beating him in this tournament, but I figure it's like, okay, so Sonic Ghost won. I can obviously watch and, be able to spectate and all this other stuff and just keep watching the tournament. It's like, I lost, okay, so I'll be able to go and watch the whole entire final. And they're going into the final and everything, and they're having their battle right now. And I was like, okay, are we going to go and transition to a different screen? And I was like, I guess not. I was literally sitting here for like a minute waiting for spectator mode to move, and I was like, I can't watch this. I'm actually trying to spectate it, and I was like, I can't watch what's going on right now. But that's literally all you can do is just watch replays of the other matches. You can't even continue watching the tournament in its entirety. That bothers me. I don't know why they chose to do that. But that's pretty much it for Tourney Mode. At that point, I just stopped playing it. I said, this is really dumb, and I don't really care for Tourney Mode that much. And I know it seems like this video, I just was complaining way too much about this mode, but I feel like there could be some work on it that can make it better. And I haven't really played it since then, but I'm sure that they probably have fixed a lot of my problems that I have with it since then. I haven't tried it, but I'm going to probably go and try it here soon. But that was Tourney Mode for Super Smash Bros. In the next bonus episode, it probably won't be for a while. We'll probably be taking a look at either a new mode that pops up or a new character if they announce a new DLC character. So with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.